sending out slides to wonderful states of this beautiful nation. Because you know us, we are staying to pay every day. And so is America. Gotta love it. Heading on a little trip. Figured I'd take y'all with us. Hope Flex joining us this morning. It is a beautiful 97 degrees at 9:45. So drink that water. More of that water. Thank you for that like, greatly appreciate it. Looks like they changed some construction a little bit. Bob. Omar, what's going on, man? Just got done at the post office, sending out slides all across the country. Going to be another beautiful day, 97 degrees, only 9:45 in the morning. Everybody going to have to drink that water today. We had a fun one this morning though, Guam. I don't usually ship to the territories, but it does happen. We ship to Puerto Rico, Guam, U.S. Virgin Islands, Northern Mariana Islands, not to American Samoa, sadly. 9mm is not legal there, so no point shipping our slides. Only downside to Guam this morning is you can't ship to territories at the self-service kiosk. So I had to go wait in line to get the mail slide out. Don't know why. Maybe they have to check the address, but all she did was scan it, and boom, it works great. No problems. Hey, thank you for that like, greatly appreciate it. On the road again. Oh, some good news. Definitely some good news. I got to hold the precursor to our Stiffler Glock 26 right out of the machine. It's not ready yet. It's not ready. But we're getting there. And it was cool looking. So cool looking. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us. On the road, talking about gun stuff. Got to ship some gun parts out to Guam this morning. That was kind of cool. Bill, what's going on? Pat, how you doing? It's not ready yet, guys. It's not ready. But I did get the precursor to our Glock 26 slide yesterday. It was awesome. Not yet. It still needs some more machine work, but going through and doing the measurements yesterday. Got to pull it out stage by stage and measure everything. Make sure everything's doing its job right. That way, in case it's not, we can make an adjustment, log that, get it fixed to the final program. a little trick. Sometimes the road gets people, sometimes the image gets people. Hard to say which one is going to do it. So let's go. Oh damn it, I forgot to upload new images too. There we go. Well, the only thing that you can still well, okay, so we haven't issued a ban for California yet. But technically we can ship the slide to California. The biggest issue is that that barrel thing passes. We can't ship completes, and we can't ship barrels, and it's just too much of a pain. So we might cut California from shipping. That said, we're experiencing similar issues with these threaded barrels. We got a dude from Connecticut. We had to call him to make sure. And yeah, I'm still sending out and everything. But his state has some restriction on threaded barrels that he has to follow. So we just wanted to call him to make sure that's what he wanted to order. But I can't be calling 100 people a week and going to their voicemail and then calling me back at like 10 o'clock at night because they couldn't be bothered. It's just going to be too much of a hassle. But if this goes on track, like I think it's going to go on track, we should be done before the end of the year, and you should be able to get your slide. Both. We'll be testing both. The one I held yesterday is ported. Or it will be. I've already got a buyer for 50 of them. That helps the motivation a little bit. So once we get our first 50 ready, plus the one we owe for the LFA slide, yeah, we're golden. At least on that first batch. Thanks everybody for joining us. Feel free to ask any questions. We produce slides. We ship them out all across the country and most of the territories. I'm heading off on a decent trip, at least half an hour. That's like nothing, I know. I've been talking to a lot of British people lately, and they're flabbergasted, as it were, about how much we drive. How Americans will drive half an hour or more to their job, or just for a short visit somewhere, or wherever. Focus, what's going on, man? Sure, we could probably do it. So the first 50 we make are going to be black, I do believe. Getting getting that Glock 26 slide made up and ready. Slowly but surely. I can't wait to take it to the range. Woohoo! Almost 10 a.m. and it's 98 degrees. Yeah, baby. KO Knives, what's going on, buddy? I'm on the road again. Figured we chat up some guns while I'm driving and whatnot. Show off this SM19 Viper build here. Bill says, with more cuts in the slide, do you need a different recoil spring? Depending on your build, yeah, sometimes you do, Bill. And sometimes you got to dial that in a little bit. I've looked at some other builders, and depending on how, skeletonized you might say their slide is, depends on the weight of the depends on whether or not they change the weight of the recoil spring. Some slides where it only has a little bit removed, but then they're planning on using an optic, they don't change the recoil spring at all. And you can get some really heavy recoil springs or some really light ones too. Glock store has like a whole line of them. Well, they're not so cheap on Glock store. Not so cheap at all. My guy, the left lane is the passing lane. You don't need to be on my ass. I am not in a hurry to get where I'm going. The speed limit is just fine today. Tactical Llama, what's going on, man? I mean, if it's not a hassle, then that would be awesome. Yeah, I'll talk with Justine about it. And camo is always a good thing to practice on. Plus, we will need to get camos of the 26 made for the website. So, if we do one for you, that'll probably just be the photos that get put on the site. Johnny Propane, what's going on, man? Just doing a live and a drive. Figured I'd show off this green screen gun. And y'all can ask what you want to ask and comment and be all shenanigan-y if you want. Not too shenanigan-y. It will be. I held it yesterday. It still needs some machine work done, and we're still working on it, and then it needs to be range tested. But yeah, we're going to have a 26 sometime soon, if everything goes right. The range test is the clinch. If the range test goes great, then yeah, we're good. If the range test doesn't go great, or if there's other things that we don't like about it, then, back to the drawing board, and we'll fix what we want to fix, and so on and so on. Finally some clean road. Volkswagen. I really hate it when people do that. They speed up, get in front of you, and then slam on their brakes. Like, dude, there's 6 car lengths in front of you. There was no need for that. You could have just coasted down to speed. It's better on your brakes, too. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely be great photos. Thank you for those likes, everybody. And we're cruising up on some of the subs too. I'm definitely liking that. Getting closer to 1,100 now. SCT is pretty good. Make sure you inspect the frame. And you might need to do some sanding or polishing work, but SCT is good. I like the feel of grit grips. PSA feels fine, plus the price point for what you're getting is hard to beat. OEM is always going to be the GOAT. But yeah, I got to give it to SCT frames. They're good. Grit grip's definitely good. My fellow road companion, why do you feel the need to drive under the speed limit? Did your parents not love you? I don't understand those, especially in the left lane. I'm in the left lane. Don't drive under the speed limit. Gonna get some Stiffmeister road rage or something. I mean, I'm in no hurry to get where I'm going, but you don't drive under the speed limit. Other people might be in a hurry. Don't inconvenience other people. Tis rude. My guy. They're scared. That's right, Pat. They're scared. I mean, they are in a little Volkswagen sedan, so what is this, a Jetta? Oh, well. Good thing I'm not in a hurry. Oh, thank you for those likes. Greatly appreciated. So what questions do y'all have? Comments, as it were. Oh, another set of news. I am now a life member of the GOA, so that's a thing. Nope, that is a PSA compact for the frame there, not a P80. Though we do have P80s. We got a few at the shop. They're good for testing. We test our slides on P80s, OEM Glock, PSA, SCT. Good round group to test things on. Yep, now a life member of the GOA, renewed my Citizens Defense League membership, also a member of the Firearms Policy Coalition. I was super into advocacy well before we got involved with Stiffler. Letter writing campaigns, talking to politicians, law enforcement leaders, you know, building those 2A sanctuaries. Big into that a few years back. Even tried starting up a gun club. Couldn't get enough people for it. And it was right around the time of COVID, so that did not help. Hey, FE Ordnance, what's going on? Nah, no winner picks yet. We got to make the slide. And we got to schedule out the live to do it on. It's probably going to happen on a weekend. Maybe Friday night or maybe Saturday night. Eric, US indeed. For those of you who might not know what's going on there, we are giving away one of our SM19 Viper slides to our subscribers. We'll be doing a random drawing, and then we'll mail the slide out to the winner. But we've got to schedule out a day for the live. It'll probably be a Friday night or a Saturday night, so everybody can, you know, as many people as want to can join in and get involved in the drawing. Easy to get a real gun? No, not really. Still got to fill out an ATF form, do an FBI background check. I wouldn't say it's easy. I mean, I'm not a criminal, so I go through the process fairly well. That's the whole thing about the process. It's instant criminal background check. They're just checking your record. What? No crimes, no domestic abuse. You're a legal citizen. So it's not that it's complicated, and it's not that it's easy. It's just, it is. Like, if you're not a criminal, nothing going on with your record, you pass the background check, you get your gun. But some people have this conception that it needs to be, this preconception that it needs to be this very difficult, tireless thing. Like, you got to go uphill both ways to get your gun. And it's like, if you're not a criminal, that's all they're checking for when you go to do your NICS and your 4473 and whatever. Johnny promises to be a humble winner. Nah, man. Don't make that freaking humble. Be loud and proud. Yeah, the only time it takes longer than like 15 minutes is if you got a super common name. Like, your name is John Smith, and there's 100 criminal John Smiths out there. You know, then it takes a little longer. Yeah, just be a legal, law-abiding citizen. You'll pass your NICS, no problem. Or just be, you know, a builder. Just build things. Start up your own shop and just start building things. All the pride. All the pride. He'll have a stiff Glock. He's got to walk up to that thing. Got to be at the range like, hey, check out my Stiffler. Got to peacock it like a Kimber. I know, right? Yeah, just imagine you're not out robbing or hurting people. And for some reason, people think you getting a gun needs to be super difficult. Where was that? What just pinged? Why am I getting a message? Are you kidding me? Really? Come on. Oh my goodness indeed. Okay. Okay, I'm not in a good spot to stop. My side job's trying to get a hold of me. Go take care of something real quick. Of course, I'm on this stretch of highway. There's like no good spot to stop and talk to him about it. Ah, well. They always call me when I like when I'm driving, when I'm just in a really inconvenient spot, because Murphy is a giant asshole. crappy thing is I was almost where I was supposed to be, too. Is what it is. That is life. Let's see, what's the best way to get over there from here? It wants me to make a U-turn at 27. Okay, I can do that. We're going on a trip in my favorite piece of shit. It's a Toyota Camry. That's okay. Oh, hold on, phone call. Well, sorry about that. I guess I'm still going out there to deal with this. Side work. Is what it is. The funny thing is, it's just added 40 minutes onto my trip. So, ain't that fun. That's okay. We'll get to look at this gun, and you guys will get to chat and ask questions and all kinds of stuff. Let's see. We'll do a U-turn here. Switch it to all messages. Yup, gas mileage. Thankfully, I'm in a company car. It's just stupid shitty that this happened. I gotta go check on this guy's system and see what's going on, because he's out of town and kind of a pansy. I'm being mean. But that's the job. That's the side contract, so it pays. But only people with money do this kind of stuff, because most people just check out issues at their house themselves, or have their friends do it, or family, and go check it out with a gun. Instead, we're going to go check it out for him. Wonderful having you all in here. Feel free to ask any questions. Stiffler Manufacturing. We turn bars of steel into gun slides for the Glock 19 and Glock 17. We're working on the 26 and the 43. So I hope to have those out before year's end. And we'll just keep doing more stuff as we keep growing. Kind of pointless that I drove all the way out here, though. Doesn't that make this fun? Heck, we're about to hit the highway, though, so we'll show off the highway for a bit, unless you guys want to keep looking at this piece here. Like the button? No, I can't. Like the mag release, like actual button? No. I mean, I'm sure someone could make one. I can't do it. Okay, let's see. How far are we driving out? Oh my goodness, another half an hour. Woo! Can I make you shoot better? I mean, you know, with a hope and a prayer. Practice, practice, practice. Hell, I've seen some of your videos. You probably shoot something better than some of our guys. And I haven't been to a good range trip in quite a while. Yeah, shoot like a professional. Shoot like Stiffler. Heck, I haven't been to a gun competition since, when was it, 2024? I should get some practice in. Those lessons. Right, let's swap this over to nothing on the road. Thank you guys for those likes, greatly appreciate it. I mean, thankfully I don't have to be in the shop until way later, but it would have been nice if I didn't have this giant 2-hour mess slapped into my lap. Like, we go to the range, but it's just to test slides, that's it. We're just at the range testing slides, and, you know, it's not about focusing on marksmanship, it's about, okay, let's dump rounds through this, let's dump rounds through this, yes, this works. Actually, most of the time, it's somebody will be like, hey, I'm having an issue with my build, I think it's your slide. Well, I can't outright say I think you're wrong, so we go through the troubleshoot test, and then I go to range test it, and I'm like, yep, nothing's wrong. Here's the frames I tested it on, here's the types of ammunition I used, here's the build I used, works just fine. And the builder can't fathom that it couldn't possibly be anything else, and then they go and do a final check, and they'll say something crazy like, oh, my firing pin was damaged. Or, oh, you know, something was wrong with the build, whatever. Free them from our paycheck. They will never stop fighting, my guy. I'm not inclined to care. They'll never stop doing what they're doing. That whole region of the world. I deployed to that region of the world. They'll never stop being what they are, man. So, as far as I'm concerned, they can free themselves without our money. If they want to duke it out with each other, let them. Arizona. Cool name there, Arthur Morgan. Cool name. But you know what is our business? Right here in America, getting everybody strapped up. 2A is the way. Building guns. That's our business. Man, dude, I'm so sorry. You guys are facing down 1127 and 704. I feel incredibly bad for you guys. I'm sorry. Fight that. Fight that as hard as you can. Trying to make barrels become FFL items, that's just insanity. Welcome to the chat. Driving through beautiful Arizona, talking about guns. And whatever else. Hey, the temp went down. All right, only 94 degrees. Why are we going below the speed limit? I'd shift into the other lane, but it's not safe to do so because they are going the speed limit. And I can't get over. So what do you guys think? We're working on that 26. Got the 43 coming in after. What's next? What should we make next? I still got some people asking about the 365. I'm just not sure. The 365 would be kind of sweet. I just know with the whole market and everything going on with SIG right now, it's a bit of a risk. Oh, I can tell you for the 43, we are going to be using the RMR-CC for an optic. So yeah, we'll be doing RMR-CC. A lot of trucks on the road today. Let's see, can I get up and around this dude? I absolutely can. Man, you had like no cars in front of you. Disappointing. His cowardice disappoints me. Like, there's going the speed limit, sure, that's fine, I understand that. But going under it, on a highway, without your hazards on, is just wrong. You think the 365 will be a good option? I mean, there's still a crowd for it. There's still plenty of SIG fans. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. Might be a good idea. I'd like it, because then we'd finally branch out of something that's not just Glock. Not to say that Glock's a bad thing, it's not. It's definitely where we're getting our business from. But I know there's some people that would like additional options. And it'd be kind of cool if we could provide those options. Yep, let's try and get ahead of you, big boy. Okay. Are we just staying on the... Yep, we're staying on the loop. Okay. Okay. Red light coming up. All right. What's everyone else running these days? I'm usually running around with a Glock 19 or one of our Stiffler clones. Lately, it's been an SM19 turbo slide with a PSA frame. I do say I have to like the full-size S PSA dagger. That one's kind of nice. But just like with most PSAs, I polish the rails up. Get a Dremel, get a buffer wheel, whatever. Polish that rail up a bit. Then it runs good. And sometimes you have to do that with aftermarket frames. Sometimes you got to sand something down, look for some burrs, you know? Okay, we're going this way. Alrighty. Yeah, sometimes you got to do a little bit of that after work, you know? Just really polish your slide up for that break-in period. Not your slide, your build. Lost that angle there for a second. That might be because of the patent issue, Pat. So, when there's only aftermarket work being done, it's because there's a patent on the slide or on the parts. Because that means they're not the manufacturer, they're not trying to create it, they're just doing aftermarket custom work for whatever the product is. Whether that means they sand it down and Cerakote it, or anodize it, laser engrave it, cut ports into it, whatever. If nobody's producing it, like actually producing it, like we're producing slides right now, there might still be a patent on the M&P. I mean, how new is M&P? Glock started getting made in, what, the 80s? Let's tighten that down a little. There we go. What is the difference between USA English and Great Britain English? Ours is cooler. I don't know. There's just some words that are different, not to mention accents. So like our version of a cookie and their version of a cookie are two different things. Or what is it? Biscuit? Their biscuits are cookies, but biscuits for us are like a savory scone. I don't know. It's some words are different. And it's aluminum, not aluminium. It sounds stupid. I don't care. Also, soccer is Britain's fault. The actual word existing, it's actually Britain's fault. Soccer is not an American invention. We did not come up with that word. There's a whole bunch of others. I'll give the Brits this, though. When I was overseas with them, they knew how to find the beer and the brandy. Also, that said, though, beans on toast is gross. I've had it. I just don't... Like, okay, so their beans on toast is like our chipped beef, right? We used to call it SOS, or shit on a shingle. Chipped beef on toast. Okay, we had that food because of Depression-era economy and because of World War II. Britain still has the food because for some reason they still think they're in Depression-era economy and World War II. It was food we all had because of necessity. Not because we all necessarily wanted it. We figured out how to make it taste palatable. It doesn't mean it's good to have all the damn time. Like, you really shouldn't be eating chipped beef on toast all the time. It's like super salty. And yeah, you could, you know, dial it down on the salt, but it's still not, it's still preserved food. It's still not good for you all the damn time. And I've seen their tuna potatoes, or tuna. No, I'm good. Freaking tuna on a baked potato. That said, I'm sure we have food that sounds freaking crazy to them too. Come on, guys, speed up just a little bit so I can get over. Just a smidgen. Thank you. There we go. Yep, from Arizona. That's where our shop is located. Make them here, then we ship them all out all over the country and to the territories. Sassy, what's going on? Oh, how much further do I have to go? Okay, so when I go do this thing, I might just leave you guys in the car, go handle it real quick, and then leave. So, I'll probably just throw on a green screen real quick, go handle this. You guys can talk amongst yourselves and say some wild, crazy things, and then I'll come back and get back onto what I was supposed to be doing. Sandy, what's going on? There's a reason I was taking the highway this morning. I got some other stuff to do. But that's okay. It is what it is. I'm getting paid. Getting that cha-ching in. Heck, shipped some slides out this morning. Even sent one off to Guam. Gonna mess up your stereo if you look. Yeah, go ahead. By all means, good sir, mess with that stereo. So a lot of, and you'll see this with a lot of small businesses too. Feel free to ask around if you got friends or family running a small business. You take up side work when sales are slow. In summer, sales are slow for a lot of businesses. So, like, we've got guys that go work for a mine, go do electrical, carpentry, you know, construction, renovations, private security work. Because it's like, okay, yeah, we only sold X number of slides. It's like, all right, we'll go pick up some extra shifts doing this, you know, doing that, doing the other thing. And it's like, why not? You know? Heck, my favorite job, because they needed it done quick, fast, and in a hurry, they were paying $20 per outlet and or switch to be changed. and it was a two-story house. Made out like a bandit when we did that. We were done in like 2 hours. Because the longest thing that it took, like just going in and swapping everything out, yeah, shut the power off real quick, take off the plate, swap the switch, swap the outlet, put the new plate on. There you go. Move on to the next room. The longest part was going to the damn store and buying all the plates and outlets and switches. They robbed Kragen's? I don't know what that is. What's a Kragen's? It's English official language in USA, or to German, Spanish, French, or some cities. So English is, well, now it's technically, legally, the official language in the US. Before, it was just recognized as the language of the US. And a lot of states and city governments made it their official language too. But now federally, it is officially the language of the United States. But we've been using English since day one. So it's been on, the Declaration of Independence is in English. The Constitution is in English. All of our founding documents are in English. That said, if you're in certain areas of the country, there are other language-speaking peoples. So, for example, we're in Arizona. A lot of people here speak Spanish. If you go up north and you're along the Canadian border, certain areas speak French. If you're in Pennsylvania and a few areas back east coast, some speak German. And some of that's historical because in the 1700s, 1800s, we had quite a few German immigrants who settled in that region. So yeah, different areas, different languages, pretty common. But the official and business language and government language of America is English. Heck, the Stiffler side of our family came to America in, I want to say, 1709. From Germany. Stiffler. The USP 40 cal? Just tell her to settle for the Stiffler 9mm, my guy. We don't make 40 cals yet. 1800s Irish. My direct line came here in 1632. Oh yeah. I mean, we ain't quite Jamestown, but 1632, baby. Heck, a few more years, 7 more years, and my family line will have been here for 400 years. Oh yeah. And while there's lots of it missing, because I mean lots of records get lost, there's fires, there's moving, there's people are careless, just the ravages of time. Our family on both sides fought in the Revolution, the 7 Years' War, the War of 1812, the Civil War, World War I, World War II. Oh, I think even the Spanish-American War too. Vietnam, even now, this most recent war, the global war on terrorism. Yep. The funny thing is, the German Stiffler side of the family was trying to stay out of it, the revolution. And then some British went over and like burned their farm down because they thought they were rebels, and they weren't. And so then all the sons joined up and went and fought the British. Yeah, the British were not really good on PR back then. I mean, they really still aren't, but they're really bad about it back then. And all their actions kind of just like made people like, yeah, fuck you, Britain, rise up. It's like this going from guns to American Revolution. history and stuff. Wild. Yeah, if you can look up your family history, give it a shot. We could date ours as far back as King Henry II. It's kind of neat. But after that, there's just nothing. And there's also large gaps between stuff, too. Because just record keeping for, 1,000 years was not the best. Especially for individual families. And it does not help that there have been record fires throughout the centuries either. Like, for example, we had a huge record fire in the United States in the 70s that destroyed a lot of Army and Army Air Corps / Air Forces records from, I want to say, the Korean War and all the way back. And because this was before the digital age, unless you kept copies at your house, then there are no more records anymore. They're gone. They've been burned up. So, yep, the Army and the Army Air Corps lost a lot of records of a lot of veterans. I looked up a lot of places. You can look up the Library of Congress, the National Archives, Ancestry.com helps a little bit, but the thing about them is they want you to pay. So if you are going to pay, make sure you get all your research done in like 1 month. And other people are going to want you to pay for stuff too. Like, for example, I can get a copy of the ship's records my family took here, but I have to pay to get that copy. And those ship records are in Massachusetts. So either I have to go all the way to Massachusetts in person, or I have to pay them to send me a copy. And even when you're dealing with the National Archives, sometimes they want you to pay them to get a copy too. Like, they found one of my record for my grandfather, and they wanted me to pay for it. And I was like, well, crap. But once you have it, you know? And some of them are just free. You just start searching, like World War II records and things like that. But the National Archives is a definite good start. Part of it's, though, you just need information. Like, you might, like with your grandfather, you might need to know, certain dates, like when were they born, when were they married, when were they enlisted, things like that will help. Having their social security number will help. It's just, you need some kind of starting foundation before you begin your search. And then sometimes that leads off to other things because it gets cross-referenced with birth records and marriage records and draft records and so on and so on. Man, I can't believe I got dragged all the way from where I was all the way out here. I mean, don't be wrong. I love looking at the sky. It's beautiful. But this is going to throw a 2-hour wrench in my day. Okay, guy. Are you turning? Are you not turning? What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing, guy? Is it here? Okay, thank you. He's annoying the Stiffmeister. What's going on, J-Dog? No, there's no reason to have your turn signal on that long. People driving, that gets me. I don't know, when I grew up, I was raised like, don't be an inconvenience to other people. And that translates to my driving. That translates to what I do in public. Don't inconvenience other people. Everybody's got stuff they're doing. Sometimes it's important stuff. Don't be in people's way. And then there's people who just go out in life and just be in everybody's way. It's annoying. It's like, what the fuck's your problem? Get out of everybody's way. We all got stuff going on. Get out of the way. Getting salty today. Oh, and it's 10:40, and we finally hit 100 degrees. Or whatever that is in Celsius. Oh, now I got to go into town to go do this thing for a customer. But yeah, we actually got rid of a lot of our cameras. There's still highway cameras and stuff, but we got rid of a lot of our speeding ticket cameras. One, because a lot of them were not working like they were supposed to be doing. And two, they were costing the city way more money than they were supposed to be. And three, it was taking money from like putting cops on the street. And the city, like a lot of the citizens were like, yeah, we'd actually rather have regular cops than a bunch of these bullshit speeding traffic cameras that give us tickets, and they're wrong half the time. Like some people were getting tickets literally just sitting at a red light. They were stopped. They didn't do anything wrong and they got a ticket. Oh yeah, the ones that don't use signals. You know, so that was a fun thing when I went overseas, is that not every country uses turn signals as to indicate that they are turning or transitioning to another lane. They use them to let you know that you're supposed to go around them, that it's safe to go around them. Yeah, that was confusing. For us, it's just you use your turn signal to indicate, hey, I'm turning down this road, I'm transitioning to the lane next to me. Let's see, is this where we're turning? Yep, looks like it. Yeah, so if I gotta put you guys on a, I don't know, pause, I guess, I'll go handle it. It should take 5 minutes. And then I get paid like 50 bucks. And then I leave. Okay, where are we headed from here? I don't normally go down this road, so let's see here. Speed enforcement zone. Mostly because it's right next to a residential area. And some people like to whip through here. Oh, I honk when people are stupid. And sometimes they get a little bit of the universal language, too. Man, this house better not be on top of a hill. Like this one, this one to the right, that's a hill. Yeah, see the gate? Freaking hate those houses. I mean, that one's not bad, because that's actually a pretty good design driveway, even if it is on a hill. Some of them are so awful. And there's almost no room. Long honk, short honk, double honk. It depends. One guy pulled out in the middle of the road with his trailer. That was a long honk until he unhooked himself. Short honks are just like, hey, we both know what you were doing. Oh, that is beautiful, though. Look at that mountain. Diabolical having them control your driving. Oh, this better not be a gated community, too. If it is, I'll have to mute you guys. Oh, don't be a gated community. No. No. Oh my god, no. Okay. Okay, yeah, that took way too long. They have a gate guard at the gate, so they were holding me up a bit. So this makes this even funnier. Okay, work on the side to go check on properties, usually while people are on vacation and whatnot. And I'm not gonna drive my car directly there because you guys, but I don't trust y'all. And anyway, we get paid to go check on those randomly, so it's easy money. But it's like, dude, you're in a gated community with security guards, and then I know this gated community, they have a security patrol that drives through all the streets. So it's freaking hilarious when they still have me come and check on it. Like, damn, dude, you got that kind of money to spend? I could use some of that money. Go get me some more guns. I just find it funny when you live in a gated community, and I swear, I'm gonna get here, and I see this more times than often than I don't, is that when you get there, they also have their own security gate and security cameras everywhere. Those are fun. Especially when you come, and the funny thing is sometimes they'll come out of the same community that we're doing the contract work for, to then go and do like, and then you gotta go through the whole process all over again. So it's fun. Let's see here. Let's hook you guys up with, as I'm driving up here, let's hook you guys up with a nice background image before I get down here. And wouldn't you know it, security gate. That's hilarious. These guys are paranoid. Yep, 9mm. All right, boys and girls, I will be right back. This should take 5 minutes. Feel free to ask any questions. Feel free to check out the website. Okay. so the sun doesn't cook you. I'll be right back, guys. One more check. Okay, so that was silly and a waste of time, and that's okay, I get paid for it. Ooh, look at that. Green screen's going wild. All right, so let's get back on the road. Actually, let's find out which site that I got to go to next is closest, so I'm not wasting time. Oh, looks like I can't charge while that's going on. That's okay. Looks like it's heating up a little bit too much. Easy way to fix that. So thanks for sticking with me, guys. I know that kind of here for a minute, but the side job that pays me extra money, sometimes you just got to go do it. Let's see, whose question was that? That was Mr. Martinez. Oh, yep, let's get you out of there. That is heating up good. Arizona is not kind to phones, I'll tell you that. There we go. Got that cooled down a little bit. Okay. Down the road back to, let's see, what site are we going to go to this time? I guess what's closest is the big thing. Yeah, okay, we'll go there. That'll be nice and easy. Okay. Feel free to ask any questions while I'm finishing this up here, guys. This is just a quick little stop. We'll get back on the road shortly. Oh man, thank you guys for those likes. Greatly appreciated. Okay, on the road again. I mean, yeah, that took like 2 hours of my time, but that was an easy 50 bucks. That is the downside to that, but easy money. Easy money. On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. One. So for those of you still with us, yes, we turned 17.4 stainless steel into Glock style slides for the 19, the 17. We are working on the 26 and the 43. All of our slides come with a Trigicon RMR flat optic cut, and they all come with an aluminum RMR cover plate, whereas a lot of other companies choose to use plastic. Those plastic cover plates tend to crack and chip and wear out over time. The aluminum cover plates last a lot longer. All our slides are coated in H-Series Cerakote. We also have some F-Series and some FX Series too, so that's not completely accurate. I think we can turn that back on now. Okay, fix that green screen down to nothing, and boom, there we are, back on the road. Stiffler Manufacturing once again. Those blue Arizona skies. Thank you all so much. Dylan, what's going on? Thank you for those of these that stuck with us. Oh, hey, another security gate. Well, I had to go deal with this real quick. I know I lost a lot of viewers doing it, but some of you stuck around, and that's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's a lot of traffic. Looks like we're taking it right. Alright, thankfully facing away from the sun. Hopefully keep the phone a lot cooler. There are! Yep, we got the Navajo Nation here. Paskayaki tribe. Who else? Cold Odom. I'm forgetting some. I know I am. There's the Gila River reservation up north. Yeah, we got multiple native tribes here. Yep, still live. I was supposed to just get to a site and have a chat with you guys, maybe handle a couple things, but side work called up, wanted me to do a little contract. That's okay. Oh, get another call. Meet you guys real quick. Feel free to keep commenting. Okay, that was a quick one, easy to handle. Sorry about that wait. Happens from time to time when I'm driving around. As we wait for this turn signal. And it's 101 degrees. Everybody drink some water. Being too timid on your turn, sir. All right, let's see where we go from here. So how are we all doing today? What are we all strapped with today? I am strapped with a Stiffler clone. SM19 Turbo. Riding live with that today. We got our Labor Day sale coming up on September 1st through the 7th. 15% off our SM19 strip slides with code LABOR25. And it's going to be on the Desert Sand, FDE, and Flat Dark Earth. We've also got a blend sale going on for our eBay. Yep, eBay stores. And those are pretty good, actually. Some of them are like anywhere from $40 to $70 off per slide. So, yeah, that's doing pretty good. No, red light, why? Why you do this to me, red light? Hal says in USA, Kenzai, I don't know that word, from German words, Kenzai-kuchen. I haven't studied German since, God, 7th grade, so like 20 years ago. My German is scheiße. Mein Deutsch is scheiße. Stuck here at the intersection. Which is always unfortunate. I want to be mobile. Let's see, I'm getting a lot of notifications in. Yeah, we'll deal with those later. Let's see, what else do we got going on? There is going to be a Glocktober sale. I know at the very least our Hunter Orange will be on sale for that. But for whatever else, not sure. Yeah! Finally moving. All right. So we do have to slow down because the school is up ahead. There's a crosswalk right there. You could have just used the crosswalk. Jimmy says Piggy Badger. Okay. I knoweth not it what you mean it from. But if anybody's got any slide questions, feel free to ask. We produce gun slides for Glock. Not for Glock, but to fit Glock. Gotta be careful with those verbiage. I'm not implying that we work for Glock by any means. Swing low, sweet chariot. 'Cause tiny bubbles in my beer makes me happy, full of cheer. Left to left, the left, right, left your left. Now keep it in step. Tiny bubbles in my wine makes me happy. Makes me feel fine. What's he saying here? Piggy Badger Kitty. Eh, maybe. Martinez says, every cars in the USA have a tachometer in miles or kilometers. Yeah. Yeah, we have an odometer and we have a tachometer that reads our mileage. We can switch it over to kilometers. My display has miles and kilometers. And I can switch my odometer over to kilometers if I want to. Left to left, keep it in step. Tiny bubbles in my whiskey makes me happy, makes me feel frisky. Left to left. Left, right, left, left to left. Keep it in step. A little bit of cadence for y'all as I keep driving. Because here we go again. Same old stuff again. Driving down the avenue. A few more miles and we'll be through. I won't have to look at you. Ugly, ugly, ugly you. You won't have to look at me. Pretty, pretty, pretty me. Oh yeah. Yeah, but that's about where I'm done with it, guys. I got something to do at the shop, so I'm almost at the shop. And I guess we'll have to delay some of the other work I was going to get done this morning because of that. But thank you all for stopping by. Thanks for viewing the live as long as you did. And, you know, check us out on our website, stifflermanufacturing.com. We turn bars of steel into gun slides for Glock 19 and Glock 17. We're doing our 1K giveaway, so check out our lives coming up. We're going to give away our slide to one lucky winner. We're doing our Labor Day sale coming up in September. And then, of course, the Glocktober sale coming up in October. So, yeah, give that a look. Check us out. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, stay 2A every day.